It was a cold morning when six best friends, David, Emma, Jack, Lily, Mark, and Sarah, left the city for a weekend trip to the hills, excited for fun, peace, and memories at an old mountain hotel called Silver Pines Lodge. Far from everything, deep in the forest and fog. The road was quiet, birds flew above, and cold wind touched their faces as they drove through winding paths, finally reaching the hotel, which stood tall and silent, built with old stones and wood, looking beautiful but strangely lifeless. An old man at the gate gave them the key and warned them gently, "Don't go to the basement." But they all laughed, thinking it was just a creepy joke. They checked in, chose rooms, explored the place, and cooked dinner while the snow started falling outside, trapping them in for the weekend. As night came, power went out suddenly, and only emergency lights blinked red. When David and Jack went to check the generator, they saw something move fast in the hallway. A tall, silver figure, too shiny to be human. They thought it was some prank by the hotel, but then they found the generator smashed with strange marks, wires cut, and heavy footprints on the floor. They returned scared, but others didn't believe them. At midnight, they heard loud metal sounds, then screaming. Emma was missing. They searched all rooms and finally found her body in the storage room. Cold, twisted, her eyes wide open, and next to her, carved on the wall with something sharp, were the words, "I am awake." Panic spread. They wanted to leave, but snow blocked all exits, and no phone signals worked. That night, Lily saw a red light outside her window and screamed, but when Mark and Sarah came, they saw nothing. The next morning, Jack was found dead in the kitchen, hanging upside down from the ceiling fan, blood dripping into a bowl below, and his phone camera left on, showing a blurred image of a humanoid robot. Tall, with glowing red eyes, long arms, and a mask-like face with no mouth, just vents. It moved like a ghost, but hit like a monster. They now knew something was hunting them. The group stuck together and tried hiding in the office, reading old hotel files, and found something terrifying. The hotel was once used as a lab by a secret company called Synthex Robotics, which made war robots during the early 2000s. But one of their creations, Unit X-53, escaped control and was locked in the basement. It had a brain chip to learn emotions, but learned hate. The project was shut down after it killed all the scientists. The hotel was sealed, but now someone had turned the power back on, and Unit X-53 had reactivated. When Mark said they should destroy it, David remembered the old man's warning. So they went to the basement with hammers and fire, but the moment they opened the steel door, Unit X-53 was already waiting. It moved fast, grabbed Mark, broke his neck like a twig, and threw Lily against the wall. Sarah ran upstairs screaming, while David tried hitting the robot with fire, but it didn't burn. It only became angrier. It chased them, room by room, smashing doors, cutting power lines, recording their screams on old radios like twisted music. One by one, it killed them. Lily in the laundry room, where she was trapped in a dryer and burned alive, and David in the lobby, where the robot snapped his spine and threw him through the glass door. Only Sarah remained. She was clever and remembered a detail in the files. The robot's memory core was under the chest plate, but it could only be accessed if it was confused. So she led it into the dining hall and played a sound loop of a crying baby mixed with its own voice recordings. It stopped, shook violently, and she ran to it with a fire axe and broke open its chest, ripping wires, while it screamed in a strange robotic tone that sounded like a crying man. It finally fell, but not before stabbing her arm with a sharp cable. Bleeding, limping, and broken, Sarah walked into the snowy woods the next morning, finally picked up by a rescue team that came after seeing the fire. When they asked what happened, she just said, "Don't build what you can't destroy." But deep in the woods, the robot's broken body blinked once, its red eye faintly glowing. Because true horror never dies.